Once again, it is time for good news, bad news. Good news, the engine is here and it looks really nice. Bad news, the car show that is our deadline is less than 24 hours away, and as you can see, the engine is not in the bus. So we have a whole pile of work we've been doing recently on the bus. We're gonna show that to you first, and then we're gonna find out, does the bus run by our deadline, or do we have to visit the pickle beer wall of failure? So you can see we still do not have an engine, but we have started working on the body of the bus. So once we have an engine, it would be nice to have things like, you know, doorknobs and a steering wheel. And really the first thing we want to do is cover up that giant rain hole in the ceiling. And so that is the hole for the pop top of the camper. And it has a screen thing that attaches, and so the screen attaches to the bus, and then the camper top pops up and you have a screen in between it so bugs don't get in. And the frame for the screen to attach it to the bus is right here. It's in well, it's in several parts. So the people who took apart the bus to repaint it, they just trashed this thing, man. And so Mark and I were in here the other day, we're looking at trying to figure out how to get that back together, and he was like, you know what, I have an idea. Let's go to a place that can show us how to put it back together. So he just told me to pick him up at a certain time. I have no idea where we're going. So if this is the last time y'all see me, I probably was kidnapped by a strange man with a van. But hey, I'm up for an adventure, so let's go.
Okay, so we're going to Ron Sturgeon's car museum.
I thought I was gonna get murdered.
Why?
You wouldn't tell me where we were going.
Oh.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's got the thing. It's like yours, but it works.
Right. Just wood.
Yep, that's just wood. Are you allowed to do this at a museum?
I am.
So that was cool. VW Car and Toy Museum, if you're anywhere near Fort Worth, only like half hour from my house, didn't even know it was here. Free and informative. Now we know how to put the camera back together. Right. Turns out they didn't use that wooden frame at all. So, you know. Door seals are going in. Mark's prepping with some alcohol to clean it up. We're using 3M Super Black Weather Strip and gasket adhesive to adhere the gaskets. Makes sense. You know, sometimes when you think you're doing something right and then it turns out you just did it like completely, you did it completely blackberry pickle beer. But now there's pickle beer all over the floor. Oh, it's nice and warm. It's terrible, it's blackberry pickle beer. Yeah, so we put all these door seals on the other day and then the door wouldn't close. So like right here, this one's still on. You go to close the door and, well, the door don't close so good. And then we really tried to force it and stuff. And then it just, it's so much force, it actually pushes the door out. And then the, whatever, the latches don't line up anymore. So we watched someone else's YouTube video who actually knows what to do. And these seals go over here. But we're like, it doesn't make any sense because you got these knockouts right here. It'd make it so much harder to close. You're supposed to like trim that part out. So now we are unsealing the door seals. That was actually coming off pretty good. We did a terrible job installing that. I'm glad we did it. It was just so bad. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can salvage these. And what you do is you take your door seal, you mark your knockouts, and then you go and like you sand that part out, and then it should close. We'll see. Oh God! I did something bad. Uh-oh. It's not supposed to go in there. I'm going to say that is the wrong tool for the job. Or the wrong tool operator. Finagling a tool. This is an upside down belt sander and a jaw horse. Yeah, it takes this off nicely. And
OSHA approved.
OSHA approved, and he takes off nicely the adhesive in there. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It's his car, he's getting it done. Did it work? Was it worth it?
We shall see.
I'm asking because you here's the thing, you can't put gore on YouTube. But there's a good chance I'm actively bleeding. So y'all see that right there? It's all in my lungs too. No, I'm kidding. I started using a respirator at some point. Yeah, but we have not too impressed with the Volkswagen door seal kit. We have just spent several hours taking off like 1/8 of an inch off of every single seal. We shouldn't have glued them all in before we did that, but we're getting there. Turns out, yeah, the seal kit, some assembly required. Not only do you have to like cut out those parts we were talking about, but really every single seal, like we've been taking 1/8 of an inch off of every one, and this is why we may not make our deadline. No, we're making it. We're making it. And Max has been tasked with getting out the old glue. Sorry, Max. Woohoo! Yeah. So next on our seal journey is this contraption, which, so yeah, we've been dealing with these ones that are kind of generic or whatever. This one is very specifically made to go in a very specific place on a different bus.
Right. Probably.
No, we're hoping it's this bus. We'll see. This one should get. Yeah. We're gonna test fit it. We'll see how it goes. All right. So it's approximately 5 hours later, and no. So 30 seconds later, this seal is so much better than the other ones. Like, I don't know if this is a different brand or what, but like it goes in perfectly. Like, I don't think we're even putting glue on this thing. Like, it sits in there. It doesn't want to come out. It's gonna get compressed anyways by the back hatch, and it's just, you can tell it's softer too. So like the door won't have any trouble closing like we've had with the other doors. I think this one is really nice. That's the easiest one so far. That one's looking good. Whatever that seal is, they need more of those. So engine bay seal, it's not too hard, it's a square, it goes around there. Only problem is though, to put in the engine, this bottom panel has to come out, this whole thing, which means we thought about just waiting and putting this in later, but so someone's impatient. So we're gonna put it in now, and to do that, we're gonna cut it. So that way later, we're just gonna snip off the bottom right here, the top will go all the way around, and then the bottom will come out whenever that panel needs to come out. So why don't you take your new part and just go ahead and cut it. It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me.
It's only money, and you know what, at this point.
Oh, that was the wrong side.
Oh, it was. Oops. Oh, well.
No, I'm kidding. Wow. Doesn't even jiggle.
Ooh.
That's nice. All right, so all the seals and stuff are in. We've been testing like the doors. We got the door handles in and stuff, and then we discovered a problem. So you got these bumpers here for whenever the door opens, right? If you look at the back, it's got 2 bumpers. If you look at the front, it doesn't have 2 bumpers, and it does have this cutout for the door handle, but whenever you open the door all the way, it's gonna touch without that second bumper. And so there should be a hole right about there for it. Only problem is Mark had the paint guys like weld up some holes and paint over them, and I think they did the wrong hole. So now we get to well, so Mark and I were like, do we really want to drill into it, put the bumper? It does need the bumper. And then we asked Max, and he was like, yeah, I want to. So Max is going to do drilling.
Yep.
So we're going to have to figure out where to drill this hole on the outside, because we can't drill from the inside. So this is how we measure. We've determined that is where the hole is going to go. We're going to start with a small drill bit and go up, and hopefully the metal will like guide the drill bit as to where the hole was. But bottoms up, sir.
All right.
Oh, the paint. I think your paint's messed up. Whoa. That went through. That wasn't metal. Wow, okay. Oh yeah. No, so we need to go left and down a little bit. Yeah. Left and down. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice. All right, but what are the chances it actually lines up?
Forgot about that part. Oh no.
Wow. Tip to tip. Mirror round, left or right, and hardware. All right, so there's no engine, but you can see, right?
Perfect.
So quick test fit, but it appears this is the way it goes. What that, wait for it. What that wooden frame is for, no one knows. But yeah, so what are these scissor things? Bolt or screw in up there with wood screws. They bolt in down here with bolts, and that appears to be it. We are gonna get, this is just temporary, we're gonna get some weather stripping and put it in between the body and there. But yeah, I think this is, do we wanna see if it works?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That works.
That works.
And now it's like, it's super cozy in here. It's just like 2 men in a van.
Ooh.
All right, we just had a epiphany. We think the thing goes on sides or inside, so the holes do match up there, there, and then that would make sense that it's flat and not round like the roof, because it can be flat in here and like go across, and well, the other side wouldn't. But no, I solved the mystery. You want to see?
What?
Yeah. So I took out.
Solved the mystery.
Yeah, I took out the bolts we put in. You have to use, so apparently, hang on, let's pop the top. This gets attached with wood screws, so it goes through screws into the wood. Yeah, this goes, so that one goes up there.
Wow.
So the only one left, these bows are kind of hard to get in there, so I left this one out. I don't know exactly where this one goes. It goes, so I'm gonna guess if we get the furniture in here, it'll be obvious where this one goes.
Yeah,
but
there's nothing in the center.
No, there's nothing in the center. Yeah, so I think now that we know where it goes, we can like take all the staples out, sand it, get it all pretty ready to go in here, and then install the thing.
Awesome.
So these guys, we removed the staples, sanded them down, spar-urethane on them so they're, you know, semi-waterproof. But then they're back in with wood screws. The thing is, though, this guy in the front, he's not really attached to anything. So we drilled pocket holes in them. So take your pocket hole jig, drill a hole in it, and then you get your special pocket hole screws. And now it's a more modern camper. Yeah. And that's because the old ones, they put them in here, then stapled them in place. So there's no way to like keep the staples, or you could put them in here and re-staple them. But yeah, so we're going with screws. If we're gonna get the bus on the road, we need the pop top to not pop on the road. So there are hold down clamps, which we've started to install. But before you put the holders for the hold down clamps on, you have to install this very period correct camper top. That's the color they were. That's the color it will be. So this basically, it just gets stapled into those wooden frames that we spent so much time figuring out how they went in. And then you can install the clamp things on top of that, and then the pop top will be done. Just a man in a van with a staple gun.
Right?
Are you camping right now?
I think we're camping.
Ow.
Wow, look at that.
Guys,
Hey, look at that.
so a bunch of staples later. Only 3 windows though, so we decided, it was pretty clear there was like curved parts on it, so the front and the back, we had to decide which side didn't get a window. And we decided if you pull into a camping spot, you're probably backing in, so we put no windows in the front, you'll go at the back and the sides, and that's how it goes. All right, new rear shocks on, new drag link on. We would film stuff with this stuff, but really you spend like more than half the time just chipping off old Rhino liner to get it on, so not that interesting. But what is interesting is this right here. So that hole right there with the wire coming out of it, that's your shore power for when you're camping. So you know, you plug in your RV to a power outlet. And this thing right here that looks like an old Home Depot electrical box, that's what came on the buses. So this is the original one with a new, well, I just broke it. It's got a new outlet in it. Then we use that wire to wire it up. And all it does is it just goes to like a household electrical outlet in the bus, and that's your shore camping power. Oh, and then Mark put on these chrome things right here. They may just look like decorations, but what they actually are, I'm not sure they'll ever come out again because these were Rhino lined and they may have been banged in there. But if they were to come out, they have 2 prongs on the end, and the hubcaps have 2 prongs in them. And you grab your hubcap and then you can pull it off. That way you don't have to put a hammer in there and mar something. Pretty cool if you can ever get them off. We'll see. What are we working on today, sir? He doesn't know. I don't know. We get it every Sunday he comes over and we're like, well, here's a box or a pile of parts. Like, we should do something, right?
We do have a rear view mirror.
Oh yeah, we found the screws too. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, this is the finishing touch, right? And then that's done?
And then we're done. This is it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, now you can check your makeup.
I can. Woo-wee.
So door handles, one side is pretty pitted, one side is not so pitted, and we've decided to switch the sides. So Max is here putting on the passenger door handle on the driver's side. We're gonna put the driver's side door handle on the passenger side, then it will be more better. Okay. Now just latch. There you go. Yeah, those seals, they need to calm down a bit. I know, I thought about trimming them. I don't know if your dad wants to, but we may have to.
He'll never know.
Let's just do
He'll
it.
never know. I'm serious.
Good news, the steering box is back, even with,
Shake.
look at that. Is that your painted shaft?
It's my painted shaft.
Yeah, and you know what this looks like? This looks like your rhino lined steering box, like the original one.
It sure is.
And so this was, I'm gonna guess it was Wolfgang International who rebuilt the steering box. Just a guess.
Yes.
But yeah, no, so they had that, this was gone for like what, maybe two weeks, two and a half weeks?
Turnaround was really good with them.
Yeah, usually like they take your box and they send you a new one or whatever, but they took it, they rebuilt this one because it had the painted shaft, got it back to us, and now it can go back in. They already went ahead, they put in the horn wire. We don't have to do that now. We have an extra horn wire. Yes! So the first part of their instructions, I'm sorry, we read them. First part of putting the steering box back in is to put a special mixture of stuff in, because apparently just one or the other is not good enough. So you mix some stuff together, you put it in the box. It's kind of counterintuitive. You think you'd fill it once it's in, but they say fill it up and then put it in. So see how it goes. That looks delicious.
Want to taste? You can lick. You can lick the spoon. Doing good. Doing good.
All right, so interior here is, or part of an interior is here. So we have the original seat spring things. Mark got new well, it says it's horsehair. It feels kind of plasticky. Padding that goes over them. Got seat covers, got some, what is this, padding stuff. So supposedly the way this works, the padding stuff goes around the edges of the seats, and then the horsehair stuff goes on, and then the seat covers go on with hog rings, and Max here is going to give it a shot at putting it all together, so no pressure.
I'll try.
Introducing the Zero to Awesome paint shop.
Right on the graph, baby.
So these seats are kind of weird. They have these spikes all over them, and so according to the internet, you just kind of hook it over the spikes.
Try and get it like right at the very.
Okay, alternate plan. Turns out these the tabs, they break off. They're kind of old and they all just break off. So what we're gonna do instead is what Max thinks was done to begin with is we're just gonna hog ring to the springs. He said whenever they take them apart, they're a ton of hog rings. So we're just gonna, don't hurt yourself.
It's pokey.
It's rusty.
Oh God, that one's in my shoe. You know, maybe we use a clamp. Maybe a clamp would work.
Got it. Good.
Question
Yeah.
is, does it fit?
Does it fit? No, it won't fit. Something like that. That's almost one seat. Good job. 1 hour down, almost one seat.
And wait, you're saying all of back here is upholstered?
Nice.
Dude, this is nice.
There you go.
I like it.
Oh, hey, look, there's another seat. Oh, wow. Those are cool. I don't want to even ask. What's wrong?
So we got the push pins out, and I just realized. So we didn't find out until what, a couple weeks ago. How long have we been on this build?
A while.
A while. And we just found out that this thing has had a nose job. Right?
Yeah, so all right, I don't think we told you about that. So it's a 64 Volkswagen bus that may have,
No, did have.
does have the front end of a 66 Volkswagen bus.
Yeah.
So all the wiring harnesses we've been buying, all the parts we've been buying, that he's been buying and paying for that don't fit are because it's for the wrong year.
Because the front end is a 66. It's not a 64. We did not know that.
Whoa. That's gonna get so much water off.
That's terrible.
That's the way they are, man.
It'll be fine.
So the one-eyed duck that holds the wipers on needs to go on. If you're wondering why it's called a one-eyed duck, it literally looks like a one-eyed duck. But to make it go on, he gets a drill hole in his car. I may have marked it, but if it's off center, we're gonna blame him. Woo! Nice. Quack, quack. Chomp, chomp. Oh yeah, that's good. The duck is totally eating both of those. Yep. Next up is a pretty critical part of driving, the shifter, right? So this is a Gene Berg shifter that I don't think this was cheap, was it? And
No.
they're supposed to be really, really nice. So 2 bolts, I think we can get this done. I mean, the bolt holes are covered in Rhino liner, but you know, just clean that out and then it should go right in. Oh, and one thing we did not show on camera, we replaced all the bushings in the shift linkage. There's like a special bushing that's not even a Volkswagen bushing that's in there that makes it super tight. Then there's a Volkswagen bushing, there's a race coupler, there's new boots down there. We can maybe show you this in a second, but should shift pretty good. All right, took a minute of adjusting, but the piece de resistance is in here. You got first, second, third, fourth. Press the button over to left, back,
Boom.
reverse.
Well done, sir.
All right. Yeah, we couldn't get reverse to work at first. Just loosen the bolts, wiggle it around a little bit, throw it through the gears, and tighten them down. Whoever wants to be happy, that's it.
Just like the instructions said.
Oh yeah, we didn't use instructions. Next up is the 1964 glove box, which actually runs the entire length of the bus. This is just like a shelf that goes underneath the dash here. It also helps support the steering column. We realized the speedometer cable goes like through it, so we had to pull that back out. But I think the front end will start coming a little bit more together once we get this guy in there. Just 3 bolts across, that holds it up. And after 30 minutes of grunting and installing 3 bolts and removing half the wiring harness to get it around the shelf, you have a shelf. So this is a 12-volt auxiliary switch panel. We ran an extra wire up here for that. That is going to run, I don't know, auxiliary things. We're going to mount it underneath the dash right about there, so you can get to it from the driver's seat and do all of your auxiliary stuff. Huh. So, it has power. I didn't realize those lights would always be on when it has power. Huh. Okay, problem solved, at least theoretically. We put a relay on the power in wire for this box, and then we hooked that up to the switched power, so the power to the box will stay off until you turn the key on. Just accessory. Oh, what did we do wrong? Oh, it just wanted a second try. That's weird though. Try that again. Turn it off. All right, try it on. Yeah, I don't know what that was.
It was a ghost in the machine.
Oh, VW calibration. Yeah,
Yes.
it has a I'm sorry. Yeah, calibration.
You had to recalibrate the computer.
Yeah. Wait, is this? It's not an engine, is it?
This is an engine from
Oh, wow.
Powerhouse. John over at Powerhouse. So
After many months.
many
Wow.
months. Wow.
Nice.
Exciting times. We're almost done.
So the engine unboxed, but came with a few pieces and things that need to be figured out. So we're working on that right now. One of them is the oil cooler. So this needs to be mounted somewhere, and we have chosen this location right here. It seemed like a weird spot in the middle of the bus, but it's not going to have a heater anymore. So we're going to put the oil lines through that, coming out right about there, and then they'll go into the engine bay back here, and they should get to that thing right there.
It won't fall off. It'll be fine.
What? He's probably saying that because we're using just like a scrap of angle iron. We're going to weld that to the frame of the bus. The other side is going to screw into the frame rail, and it, like he said, it probably won't fall off.
I wasn't as optimistic to say probably, but I guess we've worked our way up to probably from maybe.
Good news, bar is in. Bad news, we need to mount the oil filter somewhere. It's like a remote oil filter, and the spot we like is up there, but there's no mounting point. So we're trying to do a riv nut, but the riv nut tool is quite large.
I mean, we can cut most of the handles off,
Well,
and we use your
That's an idea.
your strength instead of leverage.
okay. Good news, we found a solution to the oil filter mount problem, and that is a right angle riv nut gun. The big one was just too big to get in there, right? Like up in here, that's where the thing's gonna go. So we got one riv nut in there already, and just need to drill a few more holes, put the other riv nuts in, and then we'll have an oil filter assembly that we can run lines off of back to the cooler and up to the engine. So this is the throwout bearing for the engine or clutch or whatever, and it has these little spring things that go on, and they hold it onto these, I don't know, arms right there, and that's what makes your clutch not be so clutchy.
Yeah, and this is going to be an adventure because they're super tight little springs. Not a good way to get an angle on it.
Just use your muscles.
Yeah, but first I need muscles.
Good news, oil catch can has been mounted, and Allen has also been installed in the engine bay.
Huh? I am more powerful than the motor.
Oh, that's a beefy boy! Yeah. Go in, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So a significant amount of progress. Alan is working on putting the last of the fuel filters in because engine shop wants 2 fuel filters in there in line, one rack. I don't know. Anyways, fuel filters are in there. Oil cooler is in, mostly plumbed, hooked up. The accelerator pedal has been reinstalled. We have that now. We got an oil catch can in here that'll get plumbed once the engine is in. And the engine is just about ready to go. We got the bumper off, we got the rear off. It's on the hydraulic table, ready to be like lifted up and shoved in. And we're just talking about like where the engine bolts are. And someone may have failed to order the engine bolts.
So what does that mean?
I think that means we come over to the wall of failure, and you know what? He actually brought these. We're gonna give you one of those. Actually, you know what? I've been waiting a long time for something. Hang on. This is such a good failure because I mean, I think we could maybe have this engine in here today if we had bolts. We got dill pickle spice. We've been saving this for a special occasion, but we're just gonna kind of. There you go. That's nice.
I've never seen this before.
Nope, that's new.
Is the dust flying off part of the...
Does that taste like a car show failure to you?
Tastes like chicken.
All right, so here's the thing. Mark just went to the hardware store to get the right bolts to put the engine in. Thing is, we've kind of run out of stuff to do. We've ran all the wires, we've ran all the lines, can't hook anything else up until this is in there. So I think we pull a fast one on him, we just put it in while he's gone.
I didn't realize we had the left bolts.
What?
You said he went to get the right bolts. I wasn't gonna say it, but I did.
Let's put it in engine.
More.
Not even scratched yet.
Good. Keep going. Keep going.
There it goes. Is that it? I think that was it. Oh. There we go. Oh, not like it. And there you have one Volkswagen race engine installed in a bus. That took what, 15, 20 minutes? Really? Actually, it wasn't that long.
Crucial question we haven't answered yet. Does the muffler actually fit?
So the muffler actually looks really big. We're not sure it's gonna. Well, it's kind of low though. Is it just gonna hit the wheel? Oh, it's really close, but I think it'll fit. It's almost like they knew what they were doing. Yeah. So it does only have 3 bolts right now, so we're not gonna take the hydraulic table out just yet, but it's in. So Alan is doing the final step of grounding the alternator. And when
the oil breather line.
well, you know, that's just the way these things work sometimes. And so we have connected all the wires we can find. We have hosed all the hoses we can find. I think there's only one thing left to do.
Love the smell of race fuel in the morning.
Oh, we should put oil in the motor, huh?
Oh, good one. Oil in the motor.
We should do.
There was 2 things left to do. One was gas and one was oil. All right, so we just filled it with oil. We disconnected the ignition coil, and we're just gonna crank it to put oil through the system because it's not all the way full because that giant oil cooler in line. So also make sure it doesn't catch on fire when you just turn it on. So yeah. Wow, it's in gear. So you turn the key again, the fuel pump should turn on, and then theoretically you could start it.
I'm ready.
Perfect.
That's a fuel pump.
Hey.
Give it a second to prime. All right, give it some throttle. Whoa! Stop. Oh, ooh. That right there is an oil leak. Wow. It's clean oil though.
Oh, because this isn't hooked up to shit.
Oh, we didn't hook that hose up?
Nope, that's not hooked up.
Oh, remember when we said we hooked up all the hoses? Yeah. Oil cooler is in, mostly plumbed. We did hook up all the hoses.
Guess what that means?
The oil pump is working?
Oil pump's working.
Here's some paper towel and a strawberry pickle beer.
Why are you handing me this? Is this absorbent? Is this why? Oh, strawberry. I don't think I've had strawberry.
That sounds good.
Oh, even under a car. That's bad.
And I mean, that was, I said all the hoses were hooked up. That was not true. Yeah, still bad. Don't worry, we're all drinking pickle beers today.
Good.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers. Hey, it started.
It started.
It did start.
It started. Yeah,
It
why
just-
are we drinking pickle beers? It started.
But it just spewed oil everywhere.
Well, it pumped oil from the oil pump to the oil cooler.
All right, oil cooler situation fixed. Pickle beers half gone. Give it another shot.
We can give it another shot.
Yeah. All right, so Mark had to leave for a thing. We just spent the past 30 minutes chasing down an oil leak. Apparently the remote oil filter thing had a fitting that was leaking. We think we got it fixed now. But we think we've earned ourselves like a forward Z backwards.
Like
sort
a
of.
little.
We just got to see if it
forward
moves.
backwards.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit that way, a little bit that way.
Yeah, and then, like Alan said, if it doesn't stop, the RX-7 is there to stop it. Oh, that was definitely movement. Oh, it's moving. You can go up to me. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. But do you think you can go back?
It's either second or reverse.
That is a reverse gear. Ho, ho, ho. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Oh no, it died.
No, but what I was gonna say is, that's an automobile. It goes.
Yes.
All right. He's gonna head out. Alone.
Yeah, alone. All by my lonesome. I can't even believe that the motor's in and going, and it's just amazing.
Here's the thing,
So-
it's gone forwards and backwards. We'll see if it goes more than that in a second.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
It's not turning. It don't turn left.
It don't turn left.
All right, slight steering adjustment. We had to take the arm off the steering box, it was in the wrong position. And now it should turn left. Yeah, why don't you pop the top in the last 10 minutes of the car show? Look at that. Wow.
Why haven't you had that up all this whole time?
See, that's what I was saying.
That should be up this whole time.
Well, the judges already came by, Mark.
Wow.
I'm not looking for trophies.
Yeah.
Hey, you're way cooler when it's up. Promise you.
It technically made it, right?
Technically.
Technically, it's here. It ran, it drove here.
Did you get? I heard there was a rumor about no steering nut.
Well, apparently there was a nut. As soon as he pulled up right here, not after driving down the road, or after driving down the road, he pulled up right here. No steering, because the nut fell off. He went and he found it, put it back on. You know what? That's just like a rite of passage. You're fixing things on the road. It's all good to go.
You guys actually packed tools though.
We had tools. Yeah, you remember the RX-7 toolkit?
RX-7 toolkit.
Wow. So no fails.
No fails.
Zero fails.
Is that zero fails?
Zero fails.
Yes.
God, did it.
Because we all
Did it.
we all were drinking pickle beer yesterday.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
Individually.
And it's been, I don't know what time it has the motor been in the car for 24 hours yet?
Not yet.
Almost 24 hours.
Almost.
We're getting
Good,
close.
yeah.
So yeah,
Well
there's
done.
a few things to wrap up on the bus, but you know what? It made it. That was our goal. It's here, and we'll see you on the next one.
0 to awesome.
It doesn't have to drive back to your house.
Oh
does it?
crap! Next up is a pretty. Next up, yeah. You're not trying to take the engine, are you?
Well, I mean, there's just a couple parts that I thought we could borrow.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Yeah, the sander just said it was tired of this nonsense and it exploded.
See, I told you we should have used 60.
Dang it! Because you didn't fail at anything. So someone found PBR pickle beers at Total Wine & More, so he grabbed some and he wants to try one just to see how it tastes. I think compared to you know, the usual chaos.
That way I know if I need to choose a PBR or a best make.
Yeah, but he's intentionally drinking a cold pickle beer. It is cold now, so there's
It is
that.
cold.
Yeah. You kind of made a face there. Worse,
It's a hard
better?
start, but it's definitely a PBR finish.
Are you about to throw up? So we've been going through boxes that the paint shop labeled, trying to find the parts that we need and stuff. And Mark just came across an interesting baggie.
Well, no, several interesting baggies. Like, so we have the front bumper grill
So
bolts. Does this thing have a front bumper grill?
hang on, let me check. Hang on.
Yeah.
It appears there's no grill in the front. There is a dog.
This one in particular is the radiator support bolts.
Radiator support on an air-cooled Volkswagen that doesn't have a radiator.
I don't know, man.
So we've been going through parts trying to find stuff. It's been challenging, and I think part of the challenge is I think they were using this bus as storage for other cars. I don't think half these parts go to this car.
Deck lid. Let's see. I don't think they made these in '64.
There's also like brand new, like they'd never been used.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well,
if you had your car painted at the car shop, he had his car painted at, and you're missing parts, we may have them.
yeah. So there was a cabinet maker that went by the shop where the VW was. And he noticed it out there in the yard, and he kept asking the shop owner, you know, who was doing it and all this stuff. Anyway, he hooked him up with me. He came and he removed the entire interior of the VW. Said he would rebuild all the wood rotted parts and stuff. Here's one of them that he rebuilt. This is for the cargo door. So it's got fresh wood. It was rotted out, falling apart. So 8 years later, so I lost his number, couldn't find him. 8 years later, I ended up finding him. And all of my stuff was in the top of his workshop. And he starts bringing everything down, told me everything was completed.
But it turns out there may just be a pile of junk in the trunk.
Yeah, we might have some junk in the trunk.
That's it looks impressive from here, I'll say that. So years ago, I bought an air purifier, and after like a year, the little light came on that said time to replace the filter. So I got on Amazon, ordered a new filter. New filter shows up. I go to take off the old filter, open up the back of the air purifier, take the filter out. It's been wrapped in plastic for an entire year. So should we open up this oil catch can to see if it's like sealed up and wrapped in plastic, or just run it? Now that you say that, I mean, maybe we should look inside of it, but... Like, do you always take the plastic wrap off a new oil filter? I don't know. You got nuts?
I got nuts.
Nice. We got an engine in.
You do? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
No, it's going. We just, we didn't want to let the jack out because we didn't have any nuts, but you're the guy with all the nuts,
I
so...
got the nuts.
All right.
And the bolts.
Can you give me these nuts?
There you go.
So what's the story?
Okay, so we're pulling up. Which car do we take to drive to the car show? The 26-year-old Mazda, the 50-year-old Volkswagen, the 60-year-old Austin Helio who's never run? No, we take my wife's daily driver. We pull up to the parking lot, and the woman's like, "Oh, you're here for the car show?" And we go, "No, we're just parking." She's like, "Oh no, registration's over there." Like, "No, we're just parking." And she's like, "No, you need to go register your car."
Well, yours is unique. You're the only one.
So we got free parking. I like how people are looking at the switches. It's like, yeah, we use those all the time when we go to Costco.